back, everybody, and let's temporarily hold while I move everyone back around.
Let's all get reassigned our specific places.
Okay, so are we on camera right now?
Yes.
Are we? Okay.
Yes, we're live.
Can you explain XP a little bit to me?
Sure. Yeah. So XP is it's like a pool of points you accumulate as your character goes through the playing of the game, and when you rest with a certain amount of XP in your pool, then you can trigger the level up move. So level up requires usually 7 plus your current level. So if you have 8 XP, you can level up when you rest.
Sweet. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, to accumulate XP, primarily it's failing rolls, but also, and what I think we'll do before the second break, we'll do like a fake kind of end of session to give you guys some XP and show you how the end of the game works. We'll do that before the next break, kind of at the halfway point. So you can follow your alignment to get XP, and you can do certain things in the game.
That's
good
right.
experience.
Awesome. Thank you.
Cool. Okay. So you guys are at the Nail in the Bottle Tavern in some unknown district of the city with your former gang member, compatriot turned rival gang member, Haig, who is a half goblin, half orc, who may or may not have your best interests in mind. He's brought you here to have a conversation about your new friend, Lord Snuff, the satyr who is doing everything he can to get wasted. I assume you're keeping an eye on him. Like, he keeps wandering off and drinking people's half drunk beers when they leave the table and stuff.
I think
the bar again, just to give you an idea of what's kind of going on. There's a lot of different conversations happening in different languages, so it's kind of ambient noise. But above all of that, there is this this woman who looks human except for her 6 arms playing some kind of accordion-like device that is generating a harmonic sound that everyone seems to be enjoying, and she's getting paid out tips in her hat. So there's a lot of sound going on in here. So you guys have this little bubble where you can hear each other if you speak loudly. Yeah. So what do you guys want to do? Do you want to just jump into talking to Haig, or does anyone want to do anything before that?
Who is closest to who's closest to seeing the satyr? Do we know?
I mean, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, anyone who wants to keep it. He's loud, right?
Okay.
He doesn't make any effort to do it secretly. He's just he'll sit for 45 seconds, realize he hasn't drunk anything since then, will get up and wander away. And because the floors are wood and he has hoofs, you can hear him clopping around the place, shouting and being generally kind of obnoxious.
Okay.
Yeah. But according to Leo's security scan of the place, you're totally safe.
Yeah,
this place is awesome. Everything will be great.
Yeah.
Haig looks a little uncertain because he just got threatened with a sword because of a pizza mishap. Sorry, Sharr, you had a question?
Yeah. Do I see anyone in the bar who is similarly dressed to the woman who I saw in the street? Anyone with a face veil or
you can
suspicious finery?
Yeah, you can take a look around. Why don't you discern realities for me?
All
So
right.
roll and add your wisdom. We'll see what you can find out.
Note to self: make wisdom higher. Actually, that one's not bad.
Survey says.
Ha.
Damn it!
You did
the Reddit.
I did the Reddit roll.
I do that all the time.
God.
Ooh, okay. So you failed. So mark experience. And yeah, so you're looking around for someone who looks like that woman, but you see her. You didn't see her come in, and you've been keeping a pretty close eye on the door, but suddenly she's there. She's standing in front of the accordion player and seems to be watching the accordion player. No one else seems to notice her. If any of the other characters, if you guys follow Sharr's gaze, and you'll have a reason to in a second, she's looking at nothing. She's 1,000-yard stare into the middle distance. So when you notice her, Sharr, she kind of turns her head to look at you, and when you get her attention, you feel a sudden chill come over you. I need you to tell me what you're gonna do. You feel yourself going numb, and you can kind of feel your body start to slump, and you're gonna fall out of your chair if you don't do something. What do you want to do?
I want to use one of my heritage moves.
Okay. And what move is that?
I use my stone golem move.
Mm-hmm.
And
what does that do?
Literally turn into a rock.
Okay. Is this now? So everybody else, you can do that. So mark off one of your moves, your heritage move points. Is this anyone else at the table has ever seen happen before?
I have.
Okay, so you're not startled by Sharr suddenly turning into a statue, but maybe everyone else is. So are you like immobile when you're stone, or do you just like become like a stone form?
I just immediately. Well, no. I'm mobile.
Yeah. Okay.
I can still like move.
Rock mode. Okay.
Rock.
So is this normally something you do when it's like time for a fight, or like would this be a sign to the other members of the party that it's like something is bad?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
It's defensive for sure.
Okay, so I think that the thing that's affecting you, it's mitigated by, but not completely erased by this. So it's not affecting you completely physically.
Okay.
So I need you to defy danger with your. You're only resisting the mental side of it. So let's say defy danger with your wisdom, please.
Okay.
Yeah. So you don't feel like the physical like cold anymore, but you can still feel like a numbness passing over you.
Oh my god.
One more try. You can do it.
/R, right?
See, I get to be the jerk that sits here and makes fun of you guys because I don't have to roll dice.
9.
Okay, so you can do it, but it requires a pretty significant mental strain. So on your character sheet, you'll notice that near wisdom there is a debility. It's like a little checkbox.
Oh, okay, yeah.
See it? What's it called for wisdom?
Confused.
Okay, mark that box.
Okay.
And until you have a chance to rest, you're at -1 for all your wisdom rolls.
Okay.
So
Got
what do you
it.
do? What do you do when you're confused? So I'll describe what you see. So you guys, this all happens in the flash of a second. You see Sharr suddenly turn to stone. She's looking at nothing, turns to stone, and then for you, you suddenly see you're not here anymore. You're not in the tavern, or you are, but it's like a distorted, like shadowy version of it. The patrons have all been replaced by bodies in various states of decay. The woman playing the accordion has disappeared. The only thing that is still the same is the woman in the tattered dress that you saw before that no one else could see. But suddenly, yeah, it's like a haunted graveyard version of where you just were. What do you do?
Shit.
I pull out my sword. Haig is still here, right?
Yeah.
I pull up my sword and I threaten Haig with it. Can I parlay with him?
Yeah, I mean, the leverage is still the same. Like he's still afraid of you being physically violent to him.
So I threaten him with my sword and say, "What the hell did you do to this place?"
Okay. Well, so you don't see any change. The only thing that you've seen is that that Sharr has turned to stone.
Okay. So what the hell did you do to Sharr?
Okay. You haven't seen stone before?
No.
Okay. So
yeah, they probably don't know I can do this.
Haig puts his hands up. You don't even need to parlay. Like he just gives you what you want. He puts his hands up and backs away, like gets up, knocks his chair over, and he's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
She's turned to stone. What did you do?
And he looks around the room frantically, like for a target, and you see in the corner, there's a woman. She's sitting with a couple of humans, and the humans are all wearing blindfolds. And the woman has a cloak over her head, and you notice that from the waist down is like a serpent body, like she's got a snake tail. And he points at her, and he's like, "Well, there's a Medusa right there. She must have done it."
Leo.
Somebody else in the bar sees that Sharr has turned to stone, and then they point at the Medusa and is like, "She turned her to stone." And then there's shouting, like the bar erupts in chaos. So what are you guys going to do?
I'm trying to tell them that I know what this is because I've seen her do this before. She did this when we were being attacked by that bear owl.
I think the only person who hears you say that is B. So B, you hear Lyzel say like, "It's okay, it's okay."
Oh God. If I don't hear this, I'm going to do something violent. So
okay, so the crowd has started to react. The beholder is shouting in infernal. The Medusa she's like speaking in broken common, like, "I've done nothing. I didn't do anything. I'm covered. And all these people are getting up and like people are drawing weapons and they look like they're going to go after her.
I'm confused, right? So I can't really like talk, but I'm in my chair and I'm just like trying to pantomime that it was not that person.
Okay. Remember, the bar for you is full of dead people.
Yeah. Which is another reason I would be shaking my head and like, oh my God.
Freaking out. Okay. So yeah, I mean, you can try and like, deep breathing, like get a hold of yourself if you want to, but you'll have to take a second to do that. So the people that are most sort of in control of themselves, like B and Lyzel, you guys seem like you have a chance to like do something. B, you see Leo starting to like go into combat mode. What are you gonna do?
All right. Well, I'm going to warn Haig, and I'm going to be like, listen, Haig, he's going to kill you unless you explain what exactly you put in Sharr's drink.
Oh, right,
because you slipped something in the second one.
Oh, it's a horrible, violent comedy of errors.
Okay, I attacked the Medusa.
Okay, so you wanna go after the Medusa?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, in tandem. Go ahead and.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So, what's your intent, B? Like, what do you want Haig to do with your threatening?
Well, I want him to explain multiple things, like why he wanted to have
come clean. Okay. Yeah. You don't have to roll. Like he's happy to help, and he's like, I don't know. I didn't do anything. I mean, I tried.
Liar.
I tried, and then she knocked the drink over. I swear it wasn't me. And he's like looking for an out, and they're shouting. And two like dwarves have grabbed the Medusa and look like they're trying to like drag her out the back way of the bar. And there's like the crowd trying to follow her. The guys in the blindfolds have taken them off and run.
So these dwarves wouldn't have any idea what I'm doing, just because.
I don't know. Is this ability to turn into stone like a common dwarven thing? Is it like a?
It's common
thing
for where I
dwarves...
come from.
Okay,
so if they're from anywhere near my region, they might understand what I'm doing.
Okay. Are they? Right. I mean, if you weren't out of your head. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I think that if they see you, this whole thing, like those two at least will understand that it was all a misunderstanding. But all they heard was there's a Medusa. She turned someone to stone, and then people all stood up, and a lot of them are taller than you, so they never even got to look at you. And right now you're kind of just like, bruh, dead people. Okay, Leo, you want to?
I want to hack and slash.
Okay, so you're gonna go attack the Medusa.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Oh my God.
She turned into stone.
Okay, so you charge across the room, ready to attack.
That's a strength thing, right? Hack and slash?
Yes. Yeah. Roll plus your strength, please.
9.
Okay. All right. So on a hack and slash, on a 7 to 9, you get to attack your target. You get to deal your damage, but your enemy gets to make an attack against you. So you're just attacking her like with your sword, or?
Oh yeah. Okay. She turned my friend to stone here. I gotta put her down.
Okay. And your weapon is, what are the tags that it has?
Sharp, serrated edge, close, sword, ancient. So plus 1 damage, plus
did you take
piercing.
Okay, but it's not like messy and forceful?
It is not messy and forceful. It's not huge.
Okay, good. Okay. All right, so go ahead and deal your damage to the Medusa.
Plus 1, and this is piercing 2.
Okay. She doesn't have any armor anyway.
Oh, man.
She's wearing like a dress.
7 damage to the Medusa.
Okay, you don't kill her, but she gets hurt pretty bad. So you leap between the two dwarves, and so are you like slashing her, or do you stab her, or?
I would like to try and cut off the snakes on her head.
Okay, so she's got a cloak over her head right now. Like
yes,
she came
this
in
is
with...
like a slashing at the back of the cloak's head to like hack at the snakes.
That's fine. Yeah, so you cut through the cloak, and you're rewarded by the meaty thump of a bunch of her head snakes falling on the ground. But you tear the cloak free from her head when you do it, and she screams. And not so much like it's as much because it hurts because she's got her head snakes chopped on, but also it's a scream of like terror, like she's horrified at what's about to happen. And so she goes to grab the hood of her cloak, but it's missing, and just kind of like turns around and sweeps the room with her powers. So everybody in the room.
Oh my God.
What are you gonna do? You see Medusa with her protective head covering free.
Flight of safety, heritage move.
Okay,
got that pizza.
You just want to fly like out the window?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
Whatever
you
is
can
the safety.
Sure. Spend your point. You can fly. Well, you have a choice. You can fly outside because you can get above everybody and kind of fly out where the crowd is just spilling out, or you can fly like upstairs into the.
I think I'll go upstairs.
Yeah, you want to fly upstairs? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you don't have to roll or anything. You just do that. You disappear to safety. Okay. B, what are you gonna do?
So she sweeps the room with some magical power.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Have you ever seen a Medusa before?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, not you, but like your character. Like.
Oh well, no.
Okay, so would you know what to do?
Well, I can only assume that this magical power is going to deal damage to me. So I'm gonna pull out some elf candy. I'm gonna consume some of that. It'll act like a shield, sort of.
Oh, okay. You wanna eat some candy? Okay. Yeah. So it'll be a question of whether you can metabolize the candy fast enough. So why don't you defy danger with your constitution?
Eating candy, turned to stone, flew away.
It's a heritage move.
Yeah.
I already had that one from last time.
It's ninja vanish. Nice. Okay. Yes, you get your defensive sugar bubble up fast enough.
Sweet.
So there's an electric like rush of sugar that blasts through your veins. If this was like a Darren Aronofsky movie, we'd get like a close up of your pupil going. And yeah, the Medusa's gaze just bounces off of your vibrating sugar power. Sharr, what are you gonna do? Yeah,
Can she see that this is happening?
Yeah, I think at this point, like you're getting flashes of the actual room. Like you can see everyone moving. That's like a Bad Chemical Brothers video. There's like skeletons moving around. But you're starting to like see flashes of what's actually happening, and you do see Leo attack this person. And then it flashes back to like all the dead people running around and shouting. And you're confused, but you can act. You can do something. So what do you want to do?
It doesn't like affect my movement or anything like that?
I don't think so. Like, are you as fast in stone robot mode?
I might be a little bit slower.
Yeah.
Just because I'm clunking around.
Do you know anything about Medusas? Have you ever encountered one before? Medusae?
Probably not.
No? Okay. All right, so it's more an instinctive reaction.
So for me, it's just he's like attacking some random lady.
I think that's true for everybody. Yeah.
I guess I attempt to like wobble over there with my confusion.
Okay.
And I'm just kind of like waving my rock arms like like towards Leo,
danger,
like trying to make him stop. Yeah.
You're beeping and waving your hook arms around. All right, so what are you trying to accomplish by robot flailing?
I'm just trying to get Leo's attention and inform him that he needs to stop attacking people.
Okay, so
do I see this?
I mean,
please?
we'll see, right? Because you're the first. You're caught in the brunt of the Medusa blast, Leo. So what are you gonna do once she has you attack her and she turns because she got hit from behind, and comes full on, and her eyes are like white and glowing. What are you gonna do?
Well, I'm kind of young, kind of ignorant. I have 9 intel and 8 wisdom, so I think if I don't see Sharr coming back and waving,
you will in a second, depending on what happens here.
Well, in the meantime, I'm going to continue to try and kill the Medusa. That is my
Okay, so you're just gonna ignore the effects of the blast.
I don't think Leo knows what a Gorgon is.
Yeah, that's fine. That's totally fine.
Yeah,
you're just a creepy lady.
Creepy lady.
Yeah.
Just.
So her before you get a chance to attack, her gaze hits you like a pile of bricks, and you feel your body start to seize up. Can you defy danger with your constitution, please? Just your body's natural fighting off of the Medusa's power.
Yes, sir. 2d6 plus 1.
Okay. All right. So I think that it hits you full on, but you don't immediately turn to stone. You feel your limbs get heavy and sluggish. Your thoughts come more slowly. It's like the neurons are firing in your brain at half speed. And your arms aren't really reacting. Like you kind of like flail a little bit. It's like it's like you've been hit with like a strong sedative. So you can still act, but you're -1 ongoing for the rest of like while you're in the vicinity until you have a chance to.
I absolutely hack and slash when I can.
Okay. All right. So if you want to, Sharr, do you want to try and stop him from attacking her?
Will she affect me if I'm a golem? If I'm basically already a rock person?
I don't know.
Okay, well, I want to try to put her hood back on, I guess.
Okay, all right.
I like try to get behind her and just like.
Mm-hmm. So you're doing that independently of Leo's sword barrage?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So you guys are both doing this stuff at the same time. Sharr, you're gonna defy danger with your. I guess you're trying to be quick. What do you want to do? You want to use strength or dex?
Probably dex.
Okay, so you're trying to be fast and you want to like jump up and just like put a bag over her head and like get her out of there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you roll your defy danger with dex. Leo, you roll your hack and slash. We'll see where everybody ends up. Leo, remember that you're at -1.
Oh, 6 failure. Experience though.
Oh. Okay, Leo, deal your damage to Sharr, please.
To Sharr?
Yeah.
Piercing 2.
So you're flailing around and you're like, and you smash her with your sword. Okay, so Sharr, take 9 damage minus your armor.
Oh no.
Except piercing 2.
What?
Oh,
But I'm a
yeah, right,
rock.
piercing 2. So
Okay, wait.
yeah, I mean, if he was attacking you with like a regular sword, it'd probably like bounce off you or deal less damage. But he's got badass magic fighter sword.
How much damage?
9.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So Leo, you flail wide and you hit something. There's some blood, but it's not her. And then you got Sharr, you got a 9 on your defy danger.
Yeah.
Okay, you can have what you want. You can get the hood over her head, but it'll require getting exposed to another round of her I-beam attack, or you can bail out and roll away and like get under a table.
I'm gonna try to do it.
Yeah, you want to
I'm
do
in
it? Okay, all right. Defy danger with your constitution. Just like Leo, you take a full blast to the face.
Con?
Yes, please. Oh. Well, mark experience.
Oh yeah, yay.
Okay, so there's probably no outward effect. You just go to grab her, get the hood, pull it over her head, and then stop moving. No one else that's for everybody else. You go from being living stone to being more or less actual stone. You can still think and see and stuff, but you're like frozen in place. Whether anybody else really notices that, it's up to them, but she's got the hood back on, and unless someone else does something, the dwarves and the rest of the mob are going to drag her outside. There are a bunch of other people in the tavern who've turned to stone, either like sitting at the bar or like trying to run.
I want
and the
to
beholder
fly
is fucked off.
up. Sorry. I want to fly up to Medusa now that her head's covered and ask how to unfreeze my friends.
Okay, it might be a little difficult because she's getting dragged out into a back alley. You can
I can
go out.
fly.
Yeah, you can go out the window and down, but she's not
Sure.
really in a position to like have a conversation. Like
I'm gonna
this
try.
mob wants to take her outside and finish the job Leo started.
I'm still gonna try.
Okay, all right. Okay, B, what are you doing besides vibrating?
well, I'm good. I'm like full health and everything. I'm pretty good. I got protected, full blown from turning to stone. So I can see that Sharr was trying to protect Medusa. So I can see already that it wasn't her fault that she used her defensive abilities as a rock. And I'm going to chase after Medusa and the mob. And
Yeah, I knew it. You're gonna
with
try
the same
and-
objective, really, that Lyzel has. Except I'm going to try and stop the mob from killing Medusa as well.
Okay. Leo, you've just soundly defeated a Medusa and a dwarf in combat. What do you want to do?
Am I still kind of slowed and...
Yeah, you're feeling a little numb. There's a upside down pizza on the floor.
But it's not a pepperoni pizza, right?
That's true. It's just a regular gross.
What am I going to do with
pizza.
that? What am I going to do with an anchovy seafood pizza? That's disgusting.
All right.
If the Medusa's gone, I look around for Sharr.
Okay, Sharr is standing in the same position she was in before.
Is she still stone?
Yes, definitely.
I look at Haig.
Haig has also been turned to stone.
I shrug and
That
walk
worked
over.
He's
out.
like in mid flee. He's like running to the
I
door.
look for Lord Snuff.
He's under a table.
Yeah.
And he's somehow managed to get his hands on like a keg of something, and is drinking from it out of like a rubber hose.
Oh my god.
I
Like,
go over to
just
him and
full
go,
on like just like heaving it up out of this like the barrel's almost as big as he is.
Oh
Snuffy,
my god.
Snuffy. We should get
He
out of
looks-
here.
He looks at you. He's like, "Get out of here! What are you talking about? Free booze, man!"
Take it with you. Let's go.
He aims the hose at you, and it drips on the floor.
Come on, Snuffy, take it. Let's go. Let's get you home.
All right, man. And
One of our
he, like,
buddies is already dead. We got to go find the others.
he picks up the keg and gets out from under the table and looks over at Sharr and is like, "Are we taking that one with us or?"
She's turned to stone. She's a rock,
Yeah.
but there's nothing we can do. Let's go.
Yeah, man. She's a dwarf. That's what they do.
What?
He just looks at you like, "Come on. How do you not know this?"
What do you mean? Dwarves
He's
turn
like-
to stone?
Yeah, man. That's what happens.
Yeah, when they see a Medusa.
Yeah, but other times also. She'll be fine. Just give her like an hour.
Seriously?
Yeah, here. And he like holds the keg out. He's like, "Just have some of this. We'll stay here. The beholder will come back and fix everybody. It'll be fine."
I go and tap her on the head.
Okay. Anybody in there? So
I look
meanwhile,
around for B and
yes.
and
Meanwhile,
Lyzel now.
outside,
Where'd the others go?
Lyzel, you are above the crowd. There's a mob of about like a dozen people. These two dwarf men have the Medusa, who's like half like screaming and half like crying, and she's like, I'm sorry," and they're like just like dragging her out into the alley, and the rest of the crowd is like shouting and being a mob. And then B comes out of the bar behind her.
I'm like,
Well, I
stop.
think I'm just monitoring, yeah. And then B, take it away.
I say, stop. What are you doing? Let her
Two.
go.
Okay, so you want to try and like get their attention?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you're just shouting, they probably won't turn and like look at you. You'll have to do something more drastic to get their attention.
Okay, so we're in a back alleyway right now.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's
so-
like garbage lying on the ground and like empty
Cool. Well,
barrels and stuff.
I'm gonna have to use one of my heritage moves
Okay.
and telekinetically pick up all this garbage, like the heavy garbage, and throw
Nice.
it at them.
Nice. You can get all Tetsuo on them. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So do
Should I
you
roll?
like no, you can just spend your point.
Nice.
So what is that? What does like angry bee psychic powers look like? Do you like levitate? Does your hair get all like Super Saiyan? What do you do?
Well, my spirit bee kind of reveals itself, and like I have the little bee antennas and like these big bee wings, and I kind of glow like a ghost, and then.
You'd be adorable if you weren't so terrifying. All right, cool. I think the wrath of bee spirit is enough to get their attention. Why don't you parlay with the crowd? So roll plus your charisma. Your leverage is your scary psychic powers, and you're going to use them to do harm to them. And what you want them to do is stop and listen to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
my
Go ahead and roll
charisma?
plus your charisma.
Okay, awesome.
Ooh.
Okay. You're going to have to make an example of someone for them to listen to you. What do you want to do? Like you're going to have to
Oh,
actually like
okay.
legit hurt one of them.
Yeah, I'm going to throw like a dumpster at one of them.
Nice. Which one? Just a random guy or like one of the dwarves?
The
Or
biggest one, the biggest dwarf.
the person who looks like the biggest dwarf or the person who looks like the biggest threat in the crowd? 'Cause
Yeah,
there's like an ogre in the crowd.
Okay, that one.
Yeah, you want to huck a dumpster at that guy? Okay. Roll your damage.
Wait, what is my damage?
It should be kind of in the middle of your character sheet. It's a single die. I think it's a 10. You'd think I'd know
it's a
because I
10.
wrote the class. Things I don't remember about my own game.
20.
Just the D10. as awesome a roll as that would be, yeah, just /R and then D10. I hope you don't get a 1. I'll feel bad. Okay. All right.
I wanted the 20 though.
you don't kill him, but you hurl the dumpster at this unsuspecting ogre. The ogre is he looks like a native. He's dressed like a Victorian gentleman. Like he's got a little like smoking jacket on and like a tiny human-sized top hat, and now he has a dumpster in his face.
Oh my God, I'm gonna draw that so hard.
So he gets plowed by the dumpster, goes over, and the fight kind of goes out of the crowd. It gets quiet, and everybody turns to look at you, and they're kind of like cowed. The dwarves are still holding on to the Medusa, and you can hear her like crying under her like jerseyed, like she's got her cloak pulled up over her head.
Can I defend? Because I know what Bee's doing, so can I defend Medusa while she's got the crowd?
Yeah, you want to protect her from like further attack?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think
That
so.
way
You'll be able to
Bee can
generate.
talk and
Yeah. So what'll happen is you're going to be in a defensive position. You can generate hold, and then if she gets attacked or if something bad happens to her, you can spend that hold to protect her.
Okay.
Go for it. Roll plus
Okay.
your Constitution.
So 2d6 plus 1. Too many notes. Oops.
Mhm.
That's a fail.
Ooh, that is a fail. Mark some experience though.
Yay!
You got that going for you.